Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards on the play, first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Wentz. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, Michel. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
To Michel on the screen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the
Play action. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I'm going to run you over. Check 50. Check safety, check safety.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, go 66.
Throwing again. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Sproles, the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one, with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, back man. 180! Double tight! 4 down, 4 down!
To throw is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a stoppage here, as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Go.
We'll check on his status when we get back.
I got one. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On first down, they run with Howard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Now Brown. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, the pressure gets to him again. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Brady. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on.
To throw, it's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Go.
Eagles, 1st down.
Here we go. Check. Hey, empty.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, we'll finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Brady now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football. Full half to be played. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here we go, here we go. Waiting. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. This Pats and Eagles matchup is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams met in Super Bowl 39 and also recently in Super Bowl 52, splitting the pair of matchups. Tom Brady was the constant in both of them. His counterpart the first go-around, Donovan McNabb, and the Pats won that affair. But then the Eagles would get revenge 13 years later behind the very unlikely hero, Nick Foles. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is Howard on second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
First and 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On second and 11 now. Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Wentz now on first down. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Wentz forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Wait, that's 53! 53! It's our time. It's our time. When he hits!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Regular.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, he's going deep for Brown. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Another run here with Sanders. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180! 4 down. He's coming. Let's go. Great.
They'll run it with Sproles. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Wentz now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now, Michel. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Again, it's Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll run for it with Michel. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Pass incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Bravo. Watch the screen. Rip. Check. Regular.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Philadelphia, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.